you've got that much.
Yeah.
Everything's underneath.
Everything else is bonus time.
Yeah, I just need some wood for 10 pegs. And found a holder for it.
On the way back.
Yeah, chance, I mean. Well, it's forage, isn't it? Isn't it technically?
Survival time.
Use the manuals here.
I'll get the under quilt set up. Okay. So camp is set up. I didn't get a chance to show the whole setup process because it started to rain, so we had to hurry. But yeah, we're good. We had to set up our buddy as well because he's joining us later, so we've got to set up his camp so we can get ahead. Because, well, it's December, so sunlight is going to disappear very soon. Very soon. What's the time now? Okay, so we're all set up, camp set up. I wanted to show a little bit more of the setup process, but we ran out of time. It started to rain, so we had to set up pretty quickly. We also had to set up for our buddy as well, because he's going to join us a little bit later. He won't have any time to set up. He won't have any daylight really, because yeah, it's December. It's 1 o'clock now. Yeah, it's only a few hours of daylight, and I've still got some foraging to do. I've got only a little bit of dinner with me, and I need to find some food. Whoa. Just wandered into a pretty dark area. I'm going to show you guys. So, got this set up nice and tight. It's like a guitar string that. Got a Prusik knot set up here. I don't know what this knot's called, but I've got an extra knot here. So this can come back on itself and tighten up. This is where all the tension's coming from. That's nice. Quick release on there once I remove that twig. Okay, so we're all set up, camp set up. I wanted to show a little bit more of the setup process, but we ran out of time. It started to rain, so we had to set up pretty quickly. We also had to set up for our buddy as well, because he's going to join us a little bit later. He won't have any time to set up. He won't have any daylight really, because yeah, it's December. It's 1 o'clock now. Yeah, it's only a few hours of daylight, and I've still got some foraging to do. I've got only a little bit of dinner with me, and I need to find some food. Whoa. Just wandered into a pretty dark area. I'm going to show you guys. I think I'm going to camp in here next time. This is cool as, but also ridiculously dark. So yeah, usually the rules are whatever you can carry on your back, basically. So we don't do any kind of going back to the car, get an extra kit, any of that. I'm trying to go minimal, but I still, when it comes to packing, I just pack everything. I've just got this habit that I need to get out of. So I'll show you guys a picture of the pack that I've got. It's still fairly big, but we were walking around for a good hour, maybe two, trying to find the best spot, and wasn't that heavy. Just seen some nettles that I might eat. Yes, those are coming with me. Need to go back and get my gloves and a bag. There's not really a lot else around here. Nettles. There's some thistles on the other side of the stream that I might go and get, because we've got to go to the stream anyway, because I've got no water. I don't bring water. I don't carry that. It's too heavy. Show you guys a picture of camp. There she is. Now I found some nettles. Only a handful, not a lot, not enough to eat properly. So I'm going to have to go to the other side of the stream, I think.
So what about the treatment water thing then? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that all in one, I think. So, this is the setup. This is a little £20 tent I bought off the Tinternet. I'm definitely going to replace that, but it's quite good to get me into tenting. I was doing hammocking before that, just like Steve. But yeah, I wanted to try something different. Also, I feel like hammocking, tenting is going to be a little bit warmer in the winter, as long as I can protect myself from the water flow. So I've tried a little something. Got stacks of leaves underneath here. And I've got a space blanket there. Super durable. I didn't know whether to bring the ground sheet or not. I forced myself to leave it at home. And I've got a pretty big sleeping bag in there, so I'm going to stay nice and toasty. I've got some thermals in there as well. Oh hey, I've got to show you guys this cool toy that Steve bought me. So, there we go. Come on, focus. There we go. Finally got it to focus. So that is very nice. It's beautiful. In a minute we might go through all our knives, show you guys the loadout. Steve's got about 17 knives with him. Just trying them out, different purposes. Give you guys a sneak preview of the main guy. Look at that edge. Come on. How you doing, Steve?
Yeah, good. Good. Hammocking this time. I normally would tent, but as we've got a friend joining us later, we'll give him the comfort, and I'll stick with this.
I think that means he's nicked the tent. Show you guys the loadout. So, got my cool sword that I made. I'll show you guys once this actually is set up. Got like a water bag. I'm giving that a try. If that works, I'll buy a more durable one. But we're not camped that close to the stream this time, so we're going to need to bring some water back with us. I don't want to be trekking back every 5 minutes to the stream. Thermals. So these are awesome. I bought these for the last trip. I stayed super warm, although I did get wet. Well, it was just about to start seeping through my really cheap £20 tent in the morning when I got up, so no chance for a lay-in. So I've got some beef and some seasoning in here and some garlic bread, and that's all I've bought, apart from some cookies. That's all I bought for dinner. So I'm going to try and make some kind of a stew, some kind of a soup. Well, I'm going to succeed in making a soup. It's just how much I've got in there. I've got my medicine to help me sleep. Yeah. So I can have nice dreams. I've got a 65 litre pack. I'll show you guys a picture of the pack when it's fully loaded out. And it's mainly the sleeping bag that just makes it look ridiculous. But like I say, it wasn't really that heavy. I think it's normally about 2 stone, are they? Our bags, about 2 stone.
Yeah, about that.
Every time I keep thinking I've removed a load of stuff or bought some lighter stuff, and then I get on the scales and it's still adding 2 stone every single time. So I'll get better at that. I think the main thing.
To try and make it smaller, haven't I? And it's still the same way.
Yeah, I don't know how it happens. Just like certain luxuries. So this is I'm gonna probably, when I spend some money, I'll get a 5-season sleeping bag that isn't as bulky as this one, but this one's just lovely. But I don't normally, I only use that sort of December time, January. It's too bulky otherwise. I think that's it. I've just got a hat, spare pair of socks. So here I've got K-bar, and a Amora, just kind of grubby. Well, not so much grubby, but it's just well used. And that's my food knife. So obviously I don't want to be using the same as my K-bar. What else do you need a close-up of? Some first aid gear in here. We all carry some first aid gear, but that's pretty straightforward, so I'm not gonna go into any detail about that. In here I've just got in here my randoms pack, my fire kit. I've just got some spare batteries so I can keep talking to you guys. Got some tissue, a couple of torches. So that's just my random sort of implements pack. Nothing too exciting in there. And that's it. Steve, what are you working with, mate?
Cold all day for breakfast.
It's a military ration pack.
Yeah, British military ration pack. I just didn't fancy it for breakfast, so I thought I'd have it now because it's vegetarian.
Fair play.
So I'll stick with my oats in the morning.
So you got standard hammock, bog standard, about
Yeah.
$12.99, something like that.
$12.99 eBay. Hammock quilt. That again, that actually came with one of the hammocks for like 20 odd quid. And then I've just got a little self-inflated mattress inside because I like that because it kind of keeps the shape for me. And then I've got a Snug Pack Pro Light 4-season sleeping bag, which is one I think that they were issued to the British military.
So that's the only thing. I think that's the only thing that's actually you spent any money on.
Yeah,
Everything else there is as cheap as you can get it.
Yeah, that was 40 odd quid. Other than that, everything else is just off eBay or Amazon. Cheap and cheerful.
Yeah, cheap and cheerful. I'm going to replace my tarp with one that's a bit more expensive. And I'm going to replace my tent with one that's, I wouldn't even say expensive, but is a little bit better. My knife is probably the only thing I've spent any money on, I think.
Yeah.
Any real money on. Everything else is bog standard. For us, this is all about basic kit, basic survival, you know, not really. There's times you need to spend the money, but if you need to spend £1,000 out to go in the forest, then you've done something wrong, I think. Going too far. I went down there and there's like this crazy canopy that we need to try next time.
Okay.
We'll have a little look at that. I'll show Steve that crazy area. Are we going to make a move to the car?
Yeah, we'll go set oats up.
Yeah, we've got to get our buddy's stuff out of the car. Come back, do another setup, do some foraging, get some water, get the fire going, chill.
Yeah, we've got a lot to squeeze in, haven't we?
Yeah, about 2-3 hours. Actually, we're in the clearance, so we might have sort of 4 hours. Last time we went dark, 4.
Yeah,
We started to lose. Yeah, started to lose real light at 4, I'd say. Keys. Let's do it. Dinner.
I haven't got a gun with me, have I? Every time I see him, I've got my gun.
Ouch. Yeah, that's the guy. See, I was planning on using all this for my bedding, but this is just absolutely soaked. Makes for an awesome awesome padding, but not today. Okay, so I just found out that these are edible. It's a Comfrey. I just asked my Uncle Ian Turnett. You heard of him before?
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Ian told me that these are edible, so they're going in the bag. And that's pretty cool because cheers, bud. They're fairly chunky. So that's a lot of volume there. Sort them out when I get back.
So according to Uncle Ian, not too good eaten raw, but cook them up, they're all fine.
Which is exactly what's going to happen. They're going in the pot. Apparently you can eat the root as well, but I'm not going to bother doing all that. Because you've got to grind all that up, make a coffee. Is that what you're saying? This one.
Yeah.
Try not to take too many off the same patch. How much is that? That's quite a lot.
What have you got for dinner so far then? How many leaves have we got in there? Looks a little like spinach.
Looks a bit like spinach. Ah, somewhere.
Ah, one of your favourite. One of Josh's favourite delicacies.
I like thistle because it's pretty cool, because you have to work hard to eat it.
What's your prep for that then, Josh?
A faff, an absolute faff. You've seen me do it. Sit there and cut. Right, boys. Sit there and cut all of these spines off with scissors, and then basically you end up with the spine of the leaves, which is obviously the nutritious bit. So yeah, they're going in the bag. So between them, some nettles. Because I know there's some nettles around near the stream. I think I've got a fair volume there.
Yummy.
Decent stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Show us the tools. Yeah. So we just foraged, chucked that back. We've got buddy Jose's gear, chucked that back. I'm heading for water. And Steve is going to get some firewood, and we're going to get the fire cracking. And to be fair, we did all that fairly quickly. We got really lucky stumbling across some food to forage. We've already managed to stumble across some decent firewood. So it's a Steve stop here.
The pile I made earlier.
See you shortly. If you hear my whistle, it means I'm dying. Okay, so that's the stream, nice and full, and look how clean it is this side. Jose came over last time and made a pretty cool natural dam. Well, a dam made of natural materials, and that's pretty clean this side. So. So it's reasonably clear. I started off by getting a bit of muddy cups in there, but generally that's quite clear. I'll take that I'm only going to boil it. We have drunk directly from that stream without boiling it and not been sick. Only like one sip, but I always boil it really, just to make sure. See, not only could I hear the chopping of wood, I could sense the testosterone levels in the area were really high. I didn't need my whistle to find Steve.
Yeah, got a little pile on to go.
Yes.
Processing some through.
Manliness.
Just need to go find some more. So
It's good.
A lot of the deadfall is starting to rot out. Obviously it's had much more moisture on it. So I just need to be a little bit more selective. I've been having to cut sections out where it's already rotted out through the bottom section. So, but some over in there. I haven't stayed here. I've gone in there and gone and got some.
Okay, over there.
Yeah.
Look at these bad boys.
Good old birch polypores.
Got a decent amount.
Yeah, that's good. It's going to be quite nice walking into a camp and all the shit set up for her. Yeah, when you say I'd love to come at home. Yeah, it's a long one to
Come with me, for we shall gather resources and obtain extra man points, for we are resourceful. Not that one. That's gross. Don't know what that was, I just put my hand in. This one. Yes. You have been chosen. One. Okay, so fire protector, or fire shelter should I say, just so we can get a fire started. I'm imagining that we're once we get going, that's not really all that tall, so we might have to move the shelter away from the fire so we're not burning those leaves, but at least we can get it going. You can hear the rain. It's not heavy, but it's constant and everything's wet. So yeah, Steve's about to do his do. and we'll be back in a minute when there's fire.
Just need your
So we had to rebuild the shelter. It was a little bit too low. I kind of felt like it was at the time, but we needed to protect the fire. It took us ages to get the fire going. Everything is just so wet. It's ridiculous. Jose's joined us. What's the time, guys? Yeah. 10 to 5. Pitch black. 10 to 5. No, I'm recording, mate.
cheers.
Yeah, it's a win.
It's literally just red wine with a load of different spices. I think it's cinnamon, clove, and some other Christmassy things.
It's Christmassy things. So we've got the beef kind of soup, beef stew, all of our foraged goods. Got mulled wine, some slices of orange in there, heated up, never had that before. Got the G bread. I think there's probably more on the undercooked side than the overcooked. I don't like burning it. Happy boys. Hey, there he is. What more could you ask for? Right, do you boys want some G bread?
Plough into it, mate. Plough into it.
You want any? Go on.
I'm good, right? I'm good.
I'll have a tiny slice, just because we have to when we're camping.
Okay.
You don't want any more than that?
You should tear me off just a little piece.
There we go, look. All the politeness runs out.
Thank you. Thanks, fella.
Any more?
Ah,
Is that good?
yeah, that's nice. That's just good, mate. Just good. I'm the same. I'd rather have a slightly under than over.
Yeah. I don't like it. Once I get that burn taste in it, it's ruined. So, just try and get a little bit of crispiness to it.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know
Throw
very
it
well.
around. All that wood processing and log foraging.
Mm. Kneeling on the floor, trying to get the fire going.
Yeah, I'm pleased I actually bought my trousers. Hallie Henson's.
That's good in my world right now.
That's good. Yeah, we've got a lot on there. That's kicking off some serious heat as well. Feeling good. Got some wine on the go. That beef soup stew thing was awesome. Jose brought out the delicacies. I thought I was going to slum it eating roots and leaves. Jose brought some dark chocolate. What's he got? Spiced rum.
And for a little spicy lamb. I can sit down with all my knives.
Sorry? Oh, no. Have you got enough?
There's enough, my friend.
Other than that, you can't see 2 meters away from you. Away from the fire. You can with Jose. If Jose happens to be looking the same direction as you, you're fine. But other than that, If you could just follow me around when I need a wee later on, Jose. Which will be about twice during the night because I'm over 30.
Thanks, fella. That's plenty.
This is basically what we had to do for like an hour and a half yesterday.
Yeah.
And everything was so wet.
Yeah, it just weren't enough. Just you had to keep it going because it couldn't keep itself going.
Just keep going to get all that moisture out. That's never going to catch while that white smoke's coming out, is it? Okay, so this morning, got my bedtime hat on. It was freezing last night. I didn't sleep all that well. Just too cold. I think trying not to have a mattress didn't work in my favour. So we're up, we've got the fire going. Now I'm about to cook some breakfast and then I'm just going to stand by the fire and just thaw out. Just doing a bit of washing up. Got that big 5-season sleeping bag, but just did not work. Yeah, my bedding. There's leaves, space blanket, and then my big sleeping bag. Wasn't enough. For the other guys, Jose and Steve, they were warm, uncomfortable but warm. So it's definitely something in the setup. Definitely something. Great. The smoke always finds me. Every single time. I got some oats for breakfast, just basic packet oats. But they work a treat. Those guys have got their military ration packs, so God knows what they've got in there. Some fancy stuff, I think. Yeah, I'll show you guys in a second. Look at. Okay. Military all-day breakfast. Looks a little bit mushy. What are you thinking? Appetising, or you're just going to give it a go? It smells good. See, look, that's Jose's. He found something nice to say. What does it look like? It smells good. What you got, Steve? Oats?
Forage oats, yeah, a little bit of jam puree in there. A little few puree.
Yeah.
Nice. Coffee.
Fire's on the go.
All good.
We're all just doing that thing where every now and again we get lost just staring at the fire.
What are you saying about the breakfast, Jose?
It's not bad actually, it's quite nice and hot. Well, I'm hoping it's hot, it's been on there for ages. But that's good.
So,
That's actually really not that bad. You know what? Pat came with some Tabasco though, didn't it?
You did. Tabasco first thing in the morning.
That's what you're going to have to do, the Tabasco. What's that?
Tabasco for breakfast.
this guy.
Here he goes.
This guy, Jose, when he was growing up, he looked up a list of Mexican stereotypes and he thought, right, I'm gonna have as many kids as I can. I'm gonna have Tabasco for breakfast.
Beard.
Yeah, a beard. It's a very sexual beard though.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on.
My wife always says about his vest as well.
What, my wife beat her?
Yeah, he would. You could just see him sitting on a porch. He would fit the archetypal
Yep.
film version.
That's not even intentional, they're just comfortable.
Tabasco with my breakfast.
Can't even get into this though. I might have to bring out the knife.
Shing.
There we go. That's brilliant. I absolutely love this little bottle. I'm keeping this.
Well, good. I have a few of them in the cupboard now.
Hold on.
There's the site of my near-death experience. It's traumatic.
I think you could be in the Caribbean and you'd be cold, Josh.
I think I'd be just about alright in the Caribbean. I think that's why I struggle. I think my genetics were made for warmer weathers than this.
You had your jacket on as well?
Yeah.
And a 5-sleep and sleep bag?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you might want to go see somebody about your circulation. Right? Send anything over to Mike. Yes.
So we're all packed up. It's raining the whole time we were packing up, which was annoying, but it's calmed down now, so we get a nice leisurely stroll out. It's all good. I feel like these shots are always ruined by that rubbish bag that you have to carry out, but you know, I've seen the effects of when people can't be bothered to bring their rubbish with them. You know, you go into a lovely forest area and the kids have just thrown stuff everywhere. So yeah, you'll always see one of these rubbish bags in our shots.